and welcome to Chair Yoga. For today's class, you will need a yoga strap or a belt or a scarf. Anything like that will work. We will put this to our sides. We won't use it just yet. And we'll start in just an easy, comfortable seated shape. Maybe take a little scoot forward away from the back of your chair, just so that the muscles of your spine are what's supporting you. Hands rest on your lap, shoulders over hips, all 10 toes pointing forward, and eyes softly close. We'll start by just bringing our awareness to our body, to our breath, settling into the present moment. Once you've caught a hold of the natural flow of your breath, start to deepen into the breath by drawing longer breaths in, longer breaths out, breathing deeply through the nose. We'll try a couple deep breaths all together. Let's take a nice breath in, and just an easy exhale out to let your breath go. Try it again, big breath in, sit up tall, and exhale to soften and relax. One more like that, big breath in, big breath out. We'll start to find a little bit of movement, wiggling our toes around, wiggling our fingers around, shrugging the eyebrows up and down a couple of times. And then when you're ready, eyes softly open, and we'll start to find some movement. Let's start by sliding our hands down to our knees, stretching out the arms, and tucking our chin down to our chest. Feeling some space in the back of the neck, start to rock your head from side to side. Nice and slow, feeling a stretch in the sides of the neck. We'll bring it back to the center, chin to chest. Use your next inhale to puff out your chest and lift your chin. And on your exhale, round your spine. Shoulders come forward, drop the chin back down. Try it again. Inhale, puff out the chest and look up. And exhale, rounded spine. Last one, big breath in. And big breath out. Sitting up tall again, shoulders over hips, and we'll release our arms by our sides. We'll just start to do a little circle out of the wrists. Let's reverse our circles, go the other way. And then spreading the fingers out nice and wide, take a big breath in, stretch the arms all the way up overhead, and exhale, we'll relax the arms back down. Let's do 2 more times like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. Last one, inhale, reach up. And exhale, float down. Bringing the right hand to the base of your chair, reach your left arm up and over. We'll hold here for 2 deep breaths. Think about rolling your left ribs open towards the sky. Use your next inhale to stretch both arms up overhead. And exhale, we'll go the other way. Left hand to the base of your chair, right arm stretches. 2 breaths. Then inhale, both arms back up. Exhale, we'll press the palms together and float them down. From here, interlace your fingers and start to roll out your wrists again. Go the other way. Coming back to the center, we'll flip the palms forward and we'll find a nice rounded spine. So push your hands away from you, hollow out the back, tuck your chin down to your chest, and do a little twist from side to side. Feeling some space between the shoulder blades, make sure you can breathe. We'll come back to the center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. On your exhale, bend at the elbows, make a little basket for the back of your head, and we'll take a back bend. So you have the option of keeping your back free away from your chair, or you can also lean back a little bit using the support of your chair to help open up your chest. We'll take 2 more solid breaths, elbows opening away from each other. And if you have leaned back, be careful making your way up. Firm up the belly, maybe do a little crunch to sit up tall, and then we'll float the hands all the way down to the lap. Let's take a big breath in, shrug your shoulders up by your ears, and exhale, let them go. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, let them go. We'll slide our hands down to our knees. Inhale, puff out your chest. And on your exhale, bend at the elbows. We'll drop down onto our elbows and we'll relax our head down. Nod your head yes. And shake your head no. You're welcome to stay here if your low back feels okay. If you want to dive down a little deeper, you can bring your hands down to your shins and start to come into a full forward fold. Head can stay active or you can let it relax. Let's take 3 deep breaths. After that 3rd breath, we'll start to make our way up. So hands can walk up the shins, we'll come all the way up. And once your chest is tall, tuck your chin down to your chest. Take a breath, get steady. And we'll lift the chin back up on our inhale, puffing out the chest. And exhale, a rounded spine. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. We'll just soften and relax. We'll start to work with our legs a little bit here. So let's take our hands, we'll wrap our thumbs in, 4 fingers wrap around your thumbs, and then we'll give our right leg a little tap. Stirring up some awareness and circulation of our right leg. Let's work our way to the outside. Outer thigh and IT band. And then top of the leg, quad. Inner thigh. And then we'll switch it over to the left. Outer thigh, top of the leg, and inner thigh. We'll start to let our hands go, give them a shake. And then just separating through the fingers and squeezing the legs up and down a couple of times. Hands rest on your lap, soften your shoulders away from your ears, and we'll start to stretch out our right leg. Let's flex and point the toes a couple of times. And circle out the ankle both directions. Let's inhale, flex the toes towards the face. Exhale, we'll set that right foot down, give it a little tap on the floor. And then we'll stretch out the left, flexing and pointing. And circling. Both directions. Let's inhale, flex. And exhale, we'll set that leg down, give it a stomp. And then we'll grab on underneath our right leg, let's pick it up. And making sure that you're still sitting up tall, we'll start to circle out our right knee. Good. And we'll go the other way. Back to the center, let's grab on around the knee, so around the shin, hug it up and in, give it a squeeze, take a breath. And then we'll take our right leg, cross it up and over our left, and we'll take a twist. Left hand to your right thigh, right hand to the back of your chair. Sitting up tall on your inhale, twisting on your exhale, looking at the back wall. And you can stay here or stretch that right arm back behind you. We'll take one more breath. And then we'll unwind back to the center. Let's unhook our right leg and we'll just stretch it out from here. Take a nice breath in and exhale. We'll set it down, give it a stomp, and then we'll work the other side. Grabbing onto your left leg, pick it up, and we'll circle. Nice and slow, making sure that all of the movement is coming from the hip joint. And we'll reverse our circle. Coming back to the center, hug it up and in. So grabbing onto the shin or the top of the knee, give it a squeeze, take a breath. And then we'll release our left leg on top of our right. Taking a twist, right hand to your left thigh, left hand to the back of your chair. Inhale, sit up tall, exhale, twist. And taking your left arm, stretching it back behind you, opening up the left side of the chest for one more breath. Let's unwind, come back to the center. We'll unhook our leg, take a nice breath in, and exhale, we'll just stretch it out and set it down. Giving both of the legs a little run on the floor. And then we'll stop. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. We'll take a little scoot forward, and we'll spin our knees over to the left. Let's stretch our right leg out long, and you're welcome to grab onto the back of the chair if you have one. We'll flex the toes towards the face. Inhale, reach the right arm up, and exhale, we'll softly forward fold. Knee can be bent here, just feeling a nice big stretch in the back of the leg. We'll take 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, kick your right leg out to the right. Keep the toes pointing up towards the sky. We'll take the right hand down, reach the left arm up and over. Big breath in. And exhale, switch out your arms. Left hand to the back of your chair, right arm up towards the sky. Let's do a big circle out of our right arm, both directions. And then we'll lift our chest back up, bending into our right knee, and we're coming into a wide forward fold. So knees moving away from each other, dropping down onto the elbows, seeing how this feels to your low back, and then maybe using the help of your elbows to guide your knees away as you bring your fingers down towards the floor. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, and we'll take 2 more breaths in this seated hip stretch. After that second breath, we'll start to help our way up. Hands find the knees, we'll come up nice and slow. Once you sit up tall, tuck your chin to your chest, get steady, take a breath. And then on your next inhale, reach both arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, we'll press the palms together and float them down. We'll make our way back to the center. Give the knees a run. Stop. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. We'll turn our knees the other way, so knees move over to the right, and we'll stretch our left leg out long, flexing the left set of toes up towards the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinging at the hips to forward fold. Belly is strong, shoulders are away from ears. We'll take 1 more solid breath. And then inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, kick your left leg out to the left. Keep the toes pointing up towards the sky. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Inhale. Exhale, switch out your arms. Right hand to the back of your chair, left arm stretches up towards the sky. And then we'll do that giant circle of our top arm. Both directions. And then we'll let it go. Bending into the left knee this time, another wide forward fold. So knees moving out and away, finding the elbows to the knees first. You can stay here or you can come all the way down. You might find a deeper place this time by crawling the fingers forward. We'll take 2 more deep breaths. After that second breath, we'll start to walk the hands back. Hands find the knees, and we'll come all the way back up. Drop your chin to your chest, get steady, take a breath. And then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, press the palms together and float them down. Make our way back to the center, give the knees a run. And then stop. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. We'll make our way to a stand from here. So hands on the knees, nose over toes. We'll come all the way up and take your time walking around to the back of your chair to find a mountain pose. Finding your feet on the floor, a comfortable chair width distance. So I like to say feet about the distance of your chair legs, which usually ends up being about hip width or shoulder width distance. We'll allow the palms to shine forward to help us find an extra opening across the chest. Legs are strong, crown of the head reaches up towards the sky, and the breath is moving. Let's take a nice breath in and a nice breath out. On your next inhale, reaching both arms all the way up overhead, and exhale, soften them back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, reach up. And on your exhale, bring your right hand to your right hip and reach your left arm up and over. Standing side body stretch, pushing your hips to the left, reaching to the right, rolling the right ribs open. Oh crap, I messed up.
Take a break?
No. Go. Oh my gosh. Don't flush. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And on your exhale, take your right hand to your right hip and reach your left arm up and over. We'll stay here for a nice breath in and a big exhale. Let's inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, go the other way. Left hand to left hip, right arm reaches. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Let's inhale, both arms all the way up. And exhale, flip the palms and float them down. This time, hands find your low back. So hands in your back pockets, fingertips facing down. We'll take a little standing back bend, sending the hips forward and lifting the chest up towards the sky. Strong in the legs. Take one more breath. And then we'll release our back bend, coming back to a neutral spine. Let the hands go. Shake them out. And we'll step up to our chair. From here, we'll take our legs out a little bit wider. So I'll say a footprint or two wider than the legs of your chair. All 10 toes face forward, and moving the arms out like a T. Strong in the belly. You're welcome to keep one hand on the chair and do this one arm at a time. We'll inhale, flex the fingers towards the face. And exhale, bring all of the fingers together and point them down. Let's try it again. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing the hands, floating them down to your chair, and pointing your right toes out. We'll start to bend and straighten into the right knee a couple of times. And then we're coming into a warrior two. So knee stacks right over the ankle, stretching your right arm forward, and maybe your left arm back behind you. Let's take 2 deep breaths. After that second breath, bring your left hand back down to your chair. We'll inhale, straighten our right leg and reach the right arm up. And exhale, bend the right arm and stretch it forward. Couple more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Both hands find the chair. Straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, and we'll do the other side. Bending and straightening into the left knee. Nice wide stance with the legs, so taking up a lot of space between the feet. Pause, knee stacks right over ankle, an open hip shape, so make sure that your knee is moving out instead of caving in. And we'll stretch one arm forward and then the other arm back behind us. Warrior two, strong in both legs. Putting your right hand back down to your chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it forward and bend your left knee. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward. Let's bring both hands back to our chair. We'll straighten our left leg, left toes in. And we're going to take a forward fold over your chair. So you might heel toe the feet a little bit closer together, and depending on what kind of chair you have, you might forward fold over the back of the chair, bringing the hands down to the seat and staying here. You're also welcome to walk around to the side of the chair. Bring your hands down to the seat, and then maybe eventually work your way down onto the elbows. So find a place that works for you. We'll stay for about 5 deep breaths. See if you can soften the shoulders away from the ears, firm up the belly to take a little bit of the rounding out of the spine. Strong in the legs. Take 1 more breath. And then we'll start to make our way back up, pressing the hands into the chair if you're down on your elbows, and then hand to hip, coming all the way up, and starting to march the feet together. From here, standing in your mountain pose, take a nice breath in, and a nice breath out. From here, hands to your hips, and we'll step the feet out into just a comfortable stance. So that might mean your mountain pose, that might mean a little bit wider. We'll start to do some hip circles. So we'll start with just a little tick-tock from side to side. Notice how this feels to your glutes and your outer thighs. And then you can stay here, or you can do a full circle all the way around. If you're circling, reverse your circle, go the other way. And then we'll come back to the center. Release your arms, we'll bring them back behind us, interlace the fingers back behind the back, draw the knuckles towards the floor, open up the chest, maybe lift your chin. Feeling a nice stretch in the chest, take 1 more breath. And then from here, bringing your chin back down, keep your fingers interlaced, softly bend your knees, and try a little hinge at the hips to lean forward. From here, you'll see if you can take the hands up off the low back. They don't have to lift up very far. Just feeling more of a stretch. We'll take 1 more breath. And then we'll stand all the way back up. Let's release the hands, give them a shake. And we'll step the feet back together. From here, we'll step back behind our chair. And we'll keep the feet close this time. Stepping your feet about a footprint away from your chair, and we'll ballerina point our right set of toes back behind us. Behind you. Behind us. I like that. I'm going to turn sideways just so that you can see. But coming up to your chair, hands on your chair, and then stepping your feet about a footprint away from your chair, but keeping your feet pretty close together. From here, we'll softly bend our knees, and we'll ballerina point our right set of toes back behind us. From here, we'll lift and lower our right leg a couple of times with our breath, keeping the right leg active, either pointing or flexing. The next time you lift your leg up, let's hold it here. Belly is strong, flexing or pointing the toes, and then stretching your opposite arm forward. So right leg, but left arm, we call this standing tiger. Let's reach and breathe for 1 more breath. And then we'll, with control, float everything down, both feet join, doing a couple of alternating knee bends. And then we'll do 3 all together. 3, 2, and 1. Back to neutral. We'll ballerina point our left set of toes back behind us. And remember, you can flex the toes, you can point the toes, you can point like a Barbie foot. Leg is strong, both legs are strong. And we'll try that lift and lower. So we're activating our left hamstrings this time and finding stability and balance on the right leg. The next time that you lift your left leg up, hold it. Keep your hips squared towards your chair and then stretch your right arm forward. Standing tiger. Reaching through the fingers, reaching through the toes. Take a nice breath in. And exhale, we'll slowly foot everything back down. Both feet join, alternating knee bends. And then we'll do 3, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we are going to bring our right hand to our chair, and we're going to stand strong on the right leg, left hand to left hip. We're finding our tree pose. So we're going to bend into the left knee, guide the left knee out to the left, and you're welcome to stay here, keeping the toes on the floor. You might guide the sole of the foot to the ankle or up to the calf, or a place that feels challenging but comfortable for you today. Keep the lower belly pulled up and in, and you're welcome to stay here, or you can grow a branch, maybe 2 branches. Find a gazing point, fix your focus, maybe some wind. And some falling leaves. Pressing the palms back together, take a nice breath in, nice breath out. Right hand back to your chair, left hand to left hip, unhook your left leg, bring it towards the midline, and set it down. Give it a shake. And then we'll move to the other side. Left hand to your chair, maybe right hand to right hip to start. Bending into the right knee, guiding the right knee out to the right, an open hip shape. Keep your lower belly pulled up and in, stand up tall, and finding a place for that foot to land. Tree pose. You can stay grounded with your chair, or you can grow a branch, maybe another branch. Finding a spot on the wall or a spot on the floor to help keep you focused. You can find some movement with your stillness. And some falling leaves. Take one more breath. And left hand back to your chair. Right hand to right hip, unhook your right leg, bring it to the center, and set it down. Alternating knee bends. And then we'll do 3, 3, and 2, and 1. Before we make our way back down to a seat, we'll stand up behind our chair once again. So, once you find your way there, we'll do some heel lifts and lowers. So just go up as high as you like, but coming up onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels up, and then lowering them back down. So we're doing little calf raises. Let's inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Setting those heels back down and making your way back to a comfortable seat in your chair with your strap or belt or scarf in hand. Back to a comfortable seat. Again, a little scoot away from the back of your chair just so that your muscles are what's supporting you. And we'll take our strap out long. We'll bring it straight out from our shoulders, and then we'll widen out the hands, a palm print, another palm print, and then one more palm print so that your arms are out in a V. From here, we'll take the strap up overhead, feeling a nice stretch in the shoulders and the chest. Then we'll do a little tick-tock from side to side. Shoulders are strong. Make sure that the whole torso is moving, not just the arms. Let's inhale up through center, exhale to your left. Take a breath. And then inhaling through center, exhale to your right. Take a breath. And then inhaling through center, exhale, let the strap drift back behind you. So it might mean that you need to widen out your hands if your elbows start to bend or you start hitting yourself in the head. But widening out your hands if you need to, and see if you can bring it all the way back and down. Elbows can be soft, but trying this a couple of times. Remembering that you can slide your hands all the way down towards the wide edge of your strap. Let's bring it back to the center. Let your arms rest, let your strap rest. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. From here, we'll take our strap, we'll grab on to the very edges of the strap, and we'll wrap it around our right foot. From here, stretching that right leg out long and giving your strap a little pull, making sure that the strap is on the ball of the foot and not the arch of the foot. Let's do a tick-tock side to side. And then we'll take our strap in our right hand, left arm out for balance, stretch your leg all the way out to the right and look to the left. Take a big breath in and exhale, bringing your left hand to the strap and stretching your right arm back behind you for a twist, an IT band stretch. Let's make our way back to the center. We'll just kick our leg up as high as feels comfortable. So feeling a nice big stretch in the hamstrings, the back of the leg. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe tuck your chin down. We'll take one more breath. And then we'll lower that leg all the way down. Unhook, give it a little tap. And then we'll work the other side. Strap on the ball of your left foot. And again, just grabbing on, giving the strap a little pull, but keeping the knee kind of soft. We'll start to find our open and close. Movement coming from the hip joint, so try and keep your shoulders facing forward. And then we'll take our strap in our left hand. Stretch your right arm out for balance. Kick it out to the left. Nice big inner thigh stretch. Couple of breaths. Bringing your leg and arm back to the center, switching hands with your strap. Left arm stretches back behind you. Bringing it back to the center and finding your deepest stretch. Lifting the leg up as high as feels comfortable, but a good stretch. Soften the shoulders. Take a breath. And then we'll start to unwind. Let's let it go. And we're done with our strap for today, so you can roll it up and release it by your side. Back to your comfortable seat. Rest your hands on your lap. Take a big breath in. Shrug your shoulders up. Exhale, drop them, let them go. One more. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, let them go. Let's take our right arm and stretch it forward. We'll cross our chest and then hook it with our left arm. Look to the right, taking 2 breaths into your right shoulder. Bringing your gaze back to the center and stretching your right arm all the way out. Reach it all the way up. And then we'll bend at the elbow, hand to elbow, pull. Nice tricep stretch. One more breath. Let's unwind the arms, resting both hands on your lap. Take a big breath in, shoulders up. Exhale, drop them. Left arm stretches forward. Cross your body. Hook it with your right. Look to the left. Breathe. Gaze back to the center. Left arm stretches all the way out. All the way up. Bend at the elbow, hand to elbow, gently guide. Nice breath in. And exhale again, we'll unwind, resting both hands on the lap. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. From here, we'll move into our closing sequence, which just means that I'll call out a body part and you move that body part. So we're going to wiggle our seat back behind us just to make sure that we can pick up both of our legs and both of our arms at the same time. Try a little circle out of the wrists and the ankles. And we're just going to work our way around the body, follow along, and breathe. Floating everything down, let's take our right arm and stretch it all the way up. And then we'll float it down. Left arm reaches up. And then we'll float it down. Right leg. And down. Left leg. And down. Both of our arms. And both of our legs. Just right. Just left. Opposite, so opposite arm and leg, either one. And then other opposites. After this, everything you've got 4 times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll start with the left. Left arm. Right arm. Left leg. Right leg. Both of your arms. Both of your legs. Sets of left. Sets of right. Opposites. Opposites. And then everything 4 times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Thank you so much for joining me in this class. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Go in peace.